Hello Taranis users. I want to do a short video on making custom voices, custom sounds for your Taranis radio. I've got some here for my vector that's back here, and the vector's in the twin star plane. It's right behind me over there, and I put these sounds in for the twin star.
Auto level. Loiter mode and standby. Loiter mode. Heading hold. Manual mode. Heading hold and standby.
So I've got these various sounds, and I'm just going to do a short video because somebody asked me, how did I make those sounds? Okay, let's take a look. Now, underneath the video in the description, there's actually a link to another site right here. And if you click on that, you'll go to this site right here, which is naturalreaders.com. Now, to create a sound on here, what you do is click on Go to Online Reader, like that, and then you'll see a place here to type in your text. And what I do is just click the X there, and that brings up the edit box where you can put in your text. So let's try return to home. Okay, return to home. And then you can pick your voice up here. I'm going to take Sharon. Usually it's on 1 here. It's usually on 1. I like to slow it down a little bit and put it on 0. And then you can test it right here.
Return to home.
So return to home.
Return to home.
Now, to actually get the file, we're going to have to inspect the element. And what we do is put the mouse pointer right over where the play button is right here, right click, and then go to inspect. And then you have to kind of drop down a little bit and look for what you want. There it is right there where you see blob. That's what we want. So then you right click right here in these quotes where it says blob and do edit attribute. Then you get this highlighted, the blob line, and then you right click again and do copy. Now open up a new browser page like this, new browser tab, and then paste. Now you've got your blob line. Just hit enter.
Return to home.
And it'll play the sound.
Return to home.
Now, to save the sound, you right click on the play bar here and go save video as. I know it's not a video, but you can see here it's an MP3, it's an audio file. And then you can just give it a name like return to home or whatever you want to put there. And then save it. And right now I'm saving it on the desktop. Okay, it should be on my desktop over here, right here, return to home. I can open that up and you can hear it play.
Return to home.
Next we need to get Audacity, which is a sound editor if we don't already have it. So let's search for that. And we usually get it off SourceForge. SourceForge popped right up. And let's just go there. And there it is. And you can download it. And you can see it's for various versions of Windows. I have Windows 8, but it'll work on these other versions. So download that. Okay, so once you get it on your computer, install it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing on installing Audacity, but once you get it installed, go ahead and launch it. So let's see if we can open a file here. File open. And we want to go to the desktop. And there's our voices. Let's go ahead and open it. And there it is. Now, the trick to this is you need to go ahead and highlight one of the sections here. I'll just go ahead and play it.
Return to home.
All I did was hit the space bar to play it and hit the space bar to stop it.
Return to home. Stabilize mode. Manual mode.
Okay, so let's export each one at a time. So what I'm going to do is left click and drag a selected area. So I'm going to select that one command right there. And you can play it still.
Return to home. Return to home.
So we know it's return to home. Just hitting the space bar. Okay, now we need to export that. The first thing we need to do is go down here and make sure this is set to 32,000 for the hertz. And then go here. Now this is kind of important. Make sure you do export selection and not just export. Because if you export, you'll get all three of the sounds, and we only want one. So let's export selection. So to make it short, let's just put RTH. And if this is like for a certain plane or flight controller, like I could put vector or put vect or just V. Let's just put V. V underscore RTH. So that's what I'm going to go with. And make sure this is set to wave here, 16-bit PCM. See, there's different selections. Make sure it's on that wave. Alright. Now let's just pick where we want it to go, and it's already going in acapella sound, so no problem. We'll just save it. And you can basically remove this information. You can clear it all right there. You might want to put the name, like Sharon, in there, just so you remember which one you picked. And then say OK. And now it's in this folder over here. Right there.
Return to home.
So you got it. Alright, let's just do the others. I'll just do them real quick. So select it. And then do the export selection. Make sure that's on 32,000. This is on 16-bit PCM. And then you can give it a name. I think it was, let's call it V underscore stab. I think it was stabilize or something. And we'll save that. And it's already got this filled in the way I want it. It remembered. Alright, let's go on to the next one.
Manual mode.
Alright, that's manual mode. I just press the space bar. Let's do the same thing. Export selection. V underscore man. I'm just keeping the name short because they can't be more than 8 letters for the Taranis right now. That may change, but right now that's the way it is. Okay, now we got them all, and they're all there. We can close this. Don't want to save, no. And there's the folder, and all of the sounds are right there.
Return to home. Manual mode. Stabilize mode.
So they're ready to go on the Taranis. Okay, now we're going to put the sounds onto the Taranis radio. So I'm going to go ahead and start the radio, but in order to do that, what you have to do is hold these two switches. I'm going to hold both of these switches, turn on the radio. Alright. Now it says there Taranis bootloader, and it's got some menu items here, but we're not going to do anything with that. All we're going to do is plug in the USB cable into the computer like that. Now it says USB connected. Now if you wait a little bit, the windows will start popping up, and you'll get two windows, one on top of the other. So this is the one I don't want. Oh, wait a minute, excuse me, that is the one I want. See, there's another one underneath it here, and this is one I do not want. This has the EEPROM and the firmware in it, which I don't want to fool with. What I want is this one right here, which has the folders. And I want to go into the sounds folder right here. Then go into mine, which is English. That's standard for the ones here in the US. And then all you do is just copy these files into there. So just do that. There we go. Got all three of them. Drag them over. Copy here. And I'm going to skip that because I already have one like that in there. Okay, so once they're over there, then you can use them. Okay, now that they're in there, let's go back to the radio. And all you got to do is just unplug the radio. There we go. And shut it off. Okay, now when you turn it back on, you can go into the menus. Okay. I cycled the power, and now you can go ahead and put the sounds into your playlist wherever that may be. For me, it is right here under menu 11, where I have a special function set up for each sound, and it plays off these switch settings in the L1 through 8. And then I've got play track, and then the name of the sound right here. So there's return to home, for example, right there. So if I throw the switch,
Return to home.
you can see it works. So have fun with it, and I think you'll enjoy it the same as I do, because it reminds me what position the switches are in. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notify checkbox. Thanks for watching.